Okay, now I'm going to show you how to make a shrimp fly. At least that's what we call them in Oregon. And basically stole this idea off Mark MC on iFish, so all the credit goes to him. I just use a little different material. So a lot of guys like to use lawn chair webbing. I just use polypro rope, the cheap kind. You get it at Harbor Freight, Home Depot. You probably have some of it sitting out in your garage in yellow. And essentially you just start deconstructing it. So the hook that I like is a 7/0 3138 DT Kirby hook made by Mustad. And I buy them in $100. I don't know how much they cost, but they're pretty reasonable. But the main thing is you want a hook with a nice big eye, and an offset hook is nice to have. So you can see one of my other tricks of the trade is you can get hair extensions in different colors off Amazon or Walmart or Target. I guess ask your junior high daughter where to get those. But you can get some nice funky colors, and they're just hair extensions. So with that, I'm gonna just go ahead and show you how to put one together. So just to show you what I mean when I'm deconstructing the rope, I'm literally just grabbing out individual strands. So I'm gonna start out, just push those strands right up through the eye. And you just want to double it basically back on itself. And it should hang right there, it's stiff enough. So now we're gonna add in some white that we have ready to go. Blue and white's a nice combination for a lot of the year here. And we just kind of keep building it. So no right or wrong answer on how much you need in here. I just kind of do a visual check, and when it gets to be about as much as I think it needs, I stop adding. It's kind of a messy process, and as you get going, sometimes it's easier just to hold on to your mess. Again, gonna just add some more white. And you see, we just add it and we just double it back on itself. So now you're kind of done. That's quite a bit going on there. So I'm gonna just pull it nice and tight. I like to use yarn. You could use thread or whatever else. You could probably use rope if you were really agile. Nice cheap red yarn just adds a nice visual, I think. So I push that up and through and just grab it, lay it along the shaft there. And then fairly tight, just wrap. No set amount, just visually, what do you like? And then one of the hazards of having a cheap vise that drops out on me all the time. Then just take a wrap or two around your finger when you think you have enough. And you just want to take your free end back through there. It's always kind of tricky with yarn, it wants to grab itself. And give it a nice tug. So basically just a finishing knot there if you're a rod builder. Pretty common little practice there, just easy peasy. Okay, so now you've got kind of this thing that doesn't really look like much. So we'll start making it look like something with our fingers, or with our scissors, sorry. We're gonna just kind of clip off. You don't have to be real precise about that. Both ends, you probably have a tag end from where you started. Get those out of the way, and now you're sitting like this, and I just kind of take a look. I've found about that much off the back end of the hook is pretty good. You don't really have to cut it straight, you can. There you go, probably cut maybe just a little too much, but like it to where it just covers the hook, but not so much that they can't get their mouth in it. So now you got something that looks a lot like that. And you could fish that now. You could add it to a dropper loop, go fish. You probably get a few fish and this would all fall apart. So I like mine to last. So I just take clear nail polish and liberally apply it to the yarn, and then let it dry, set up, and it'll last you till you lose it in the rock. So you wash them. These are a nice high quality hook, unlike the ones you buy in the store that rust out after a trip or fall apart after a couple fish. If you put some clear nail polish or epoxy on that yarn, lasts forever. So there you are. Again, get creative with your colors. Yellow and white's always good. Throw a little pink hair extension in there. Just really, you can find red rope out there if you look. But basically that's what I do. I do blues and whites, and I do yellows and whites, and sometimes I'll throw some pink in with the yellow and white. Much cheaper than the store-bought, and they'll hold up a lot better. So thanks Mark MC again on iFish who inspired this. Appreciate it.